Hello there. Originally, I'd recorded a video where I'd been sticking strictly to the script, but that didn't work out so well. First of all, when it came to the lighting situation, the background was blown out, basically. It didn't look very good. And it felt sort of stiff sticking to the script. I will, however, still be filming spec overview video for the Sony A1 Mark II, and I will be kind of sticking to the script, but I will be improvising and talking about what I know about the Sony A1 Mark II, which, full disclaimer, is not much. Sony hasn't sent me this camera. I'm not filming with it right now. My sources are basically YouTubers like Jared Poland, Gerald Undone, Manny Ortiz, Peter Lindgren, etc., etc., and also Sony's own website. Links to all of those will be down in the description below. But what I'd also like to say is that the spec wishlist video last week is kind of going to be similar to how I will be making this video. I've split this video into 3 topics, which are video, body, and photo. Video, it's obvious, photo as well, but body is everything else. So, well, the body, also things that come with the camera, and so on and so forth. The first topic is video. If you know as much about cameras as I do, which is, well, I know a bit about cameras, but I'm not gonna assume you know more or less than I do, so let's leave it as it is. The resolutions that you get out of the Sony A1 Mark II are very similar to the original A1. So 8K 30, 25 and 24 FPS, 4K 120 FPS, 100, 60, 50, 30 and 24 FPS, and Full HD 240, 20, 120, 60, 50, 30, 25 and 24 FPS. That's basically it. With 8K, you also get the option to choose between larger file sizes, so like 422 10-bit and lower file sizes 420 10-bit. With 4K, it's the same thing, and with Full HD, you get to decide between 422 10-bit and 420 8-bit to kind of control the file sizes. The A1 Mark II has a built-in time-lapse mode, it can create proxies in camera, and it has the new AI autofocus system that Sony has been implementing since the Sony A7R V, I think, which can detect humans, animals, birds and insects. I don't know why they list that as extra. To me, birds and insects are animals. Also trains, planes, and cars. And also, according to Sony's own website, they have put in automatic mode, which basically lets the camera decide which kind of autofocus mode you would need in a specific situation. Basically, it's very similar to what the Sony A1 was, the original one was. They've kind of made a few tweaks which have made the A1 Mark II much better, and will probably be when the Sony A7 V comes out, the big brother to the Sony A7 V. So yeah. When it comes to photo, the built-in sensor is a 50 megapixel sensor. It's stacked. It's a BSI CMOS sensor, which allows you to shoot 30 frames per second of photos. And it's the same sensor as in the A1 Mark I, the original one. But according to the test results that I've seen, it's the A1 Mark II sensor is better than the original ones because Sony has made a few tweaks when it comes to the sensor, when it comes to the processor. The base ISO shooting range is between 100 and 102,400, expandable up to 50 to 102,400, which is a good range, I'd say. Currently, I don't know what the original A1's ISO range was, but if you know it, you can write it down in the comments. When it comes to the body, the Sony A1 Mark II has pretty much the same body as the A9 Mark III. It has the new grip. It has the new vari-angle tilting touchscreen. And included with the body in the box are, alongside batteries, of course, the battery charger, which lets you charge 2 simultaneously. So it's not just that huge brick that only lets you charge 1, lets you charge 2 simultaneously. As well as 2 different eye cups for 2 different comfort levels when it comes to putting your sensor to the EVF. The A1 Mark II has all the classic ports, so it has a flash sync port, if I remember correctly, a full-size HDMI port, microphone, headphone, USB-C. I think that's it. Obviously, it lets you put in 2 CF Express Type A cards, and lets you record simultaneously, and it lets you switch between CF Express Type A cards and SD cards. So you're not technically bound to the CF Express cards. Yeah, that's all for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts on the A1 Mark II is. You can also leave some thoughts on the new lens that Sony has put out with the A1 Mark II, which is the 28-70 f2. And if you have any questions, you can also leave them down below. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. So, I'd appreciate it. And thank you very much for watching. Have a very nice day, and see ya.